Hi guys, today we're going to continue combining like terms and solving equations. Again, like terms are just coefficients with variables. They have the same variable, x, or like terms can be constants, which are just plain old numbers by themselves. If I want to solve this equation, my first step is going to be to combine my variables. So I want to combine the 5x and the 7x. Something that you'll notice is that they're on opposite sides of the equal sign. 7x is on the left, 5x is on the right. And so to combine terms across the equal sign, I need to use inverse operations. I always like to move my smaller number of variables because it keeps the equation positive. So I'm going to move this one over here by using inverse operations. This 5x is positive, so I need a negative 5x or minus 5x on both sides. 7x minus 5x is 2x. I haven't dealt with my plus 11, so I bring it down. Bring down the equal sign. 5x minus 5x is just 0. Then bring down minus 5. 0 minus 5 is negative 5. So really, when you see your teacher cross this out, it's because that just means that it is going to equal out to 0, so you don't really need it. Now my equation is 2x plus 11 equals negative 5. Something you'll notice in problems today is that you're going to see some negatives, so you need to remember the integer rules. If I want to combine my constants, the 11 and the negative 5, to move my 11 over here, I'm trying to get it on the other side of my equal sign, so I need to use inverse operations. I'm going to subtract 11 on both sides. Over here, I bring my 2x down. 11 minus 11 is 0, so that cancels out and I don't need to rewrite it. Then over here, I have negative 5 minus 11. Whenever I see I'm dealing with negatives, I really like to write them side to side like this, negative 5 minus 11, so I don't get tricked. When I'm subtracting with negatives, I use keep, change, change. So I can rewrite this problem as negative 5 plus negative 11, and then when I'm adding and my signs are the same, I know I just add the numbers and keep the signs. So negative 5 plus negative 11 is negative 16. My last step is to isolate my variable by using inverse operations. These are squished together, which means multiply. The inverse of multiply is divide, so I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides for a final answer, follow me up here, of x equals negative 8. I know it's negative 8 because it was a negative divided by a positive. Let's do one more. Alright, again, I can see I have variables on opposite sides of the equal sign, and then I also have constants on opposite sides of the equal sign. I'm going to combine my variables first. I'm going to move my negative 2x by adding 2x on each side. This cancels out because it's 0, and I'm left with negative 10 equals. Now again, over here, notice I'm dealing with a negative and a positive, so I need to be really careful. When I'm adding and the signs are different, I find the difference. The difference between 6 and 2 is 4, and then I keep the sign of the greater number. The greater number is 6, and it's negative, so this is going to be negative 4x. Bring down my plus 2. My next step here is going to be to combine my constants. I know that that's my next step because I only have one coefficient of x left. So to combine, I'm going to move this 2 over by using inverse operations. Negative 10 minus 2, remember, keep, change, change. Negative 2 plus negative 10 is negative 12. Bring down my equal sign, negative 4x, and plus 2 minus 2 is just 0, so it cancels out. Last step here is isolate my variable, or get x by itself. The x is squished next to negative 4, which means it's being multiplied. My inverse operation is to divide by negative 4 on both sides. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1, so I'm just going to be left with x, 1x over here. And then on this side, I have a negative divided by a negative, which is a positive. So x equals positive 3. Your turn.